All right. This is Adam Raymeyer, writer, director, and editor of Dinner in America.
Hey, I'm Emily Skeggs. I play Patty.
My name's Kyle Gallner. I play Simon.
Ross Putman. I'm one of the producers on the movie.
Dave Hunter, also a producer.
We're all here. The gang's all here.
I apologize for my allergies.
All here is a very generous thing, Adam, to say that we're all
In the
here.
ether.
In this long journey, Ross, I think it's time to talk about the bus. And when you read this 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, how long did it take to make this film? All in?
Adam's script was sent to me by someone who is no longer in the film business.
Right.
That's how long ago it was. Read it on a bus, fell in love with it, gave it to Dave Hunter, my producing partner. He read it. He said maybe I was right, and he agreed. And then we met you, Adam. And then we made Kyle do this.
But it didn't come easy. It didn't come easy, and it took a long time to snag Kyle. You know.
Yeah. All of this, I know. Already starting in.
I cast Kyle in my mind off of a photo that I saw that he later told me was from Sundance, like what, 2014? What was it from?
Something like that. Yeah, it was when I did. I think it was Dear White People.
Mustache photo.
It was a tintype. It was his
tintype.
Facebook profile picture for a long time, and I just absolutely loved it. It was very. You could just. It's one of those shots where you can just see right away. There's edge. There's a bad boy thing going on, but there's also vulnerability, and that's what Simon needed. Yeah.
Heart of gold. Hidden.
Oh, I love this fluorescent light right here.
Dude, I feel so bad. I was licking that guy's hand, like actually licking his hand.
Do you have that take? I have that take where you did lick Yancey's hand. You did lick his hand.
But
this meat, by the way, let's talk about the meat. Where did you get this meat, Ross? Who got this?
Oh, that's Frankie Palumbo.
Yeah.
Definitely was sourcing the meat. Our production designer.
Hannah was so grossed out by the meat. She was totally grossed out by it. It was like the kind. Oh God damn it! It was the kind of meat that was like it had that like I don't know that weird sheen to it, like when it's well past the date.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like when there's like an oil slick on stagnant water. It has that rainbow across it. It's literally covered in that.
It definitely had a roast beef rainbow. It was definitely a rainbow.
Yeah.
People are really glad they tuned into this commentary.
Oh, yeah. This is not a masterclass, by the way. This is 5 friends getting together here.
Talking about roast beef rainbows.
I wouldn't be mad.
One of the saddest things was losing some of the shots of those the animals over there. There was that one close-up that was super hideous.
The taxidermy?
Yeah, the taxidermied stuff. Right there, that muskrat on the right. Horrible. Okay. All right. Look at this walk right here. I want you to listen to this walk because that was the very first thing that I heard with this character, the way that he walked and moved. I heard it in my head. And so also too, this music, it took John Swihart and I kind of had gone back and forth on what the sound of this thing was going to be. It had to like be something really, I was thinking more like acoustic drums and that type of thing. And John started building out this really cool, super distorted kind of EDM lo-fi thing. And I just loved it. So the cut.
I love the way it builds. I love the rhythm of this beginning.
It became reactive to the, to the music. My cut, we spent a lot of time compressing the front end of this movie because I think with every independent movie, probably always a first act problem that you have with it.
It seemed, I could have sworn we were going to have to reshoot when we were rushing. It wasn't that we were like crazy rushed for time.
That's the rehearsal take you're looking at right there. That's the rehearsal take.
Yeah, we were like rushed. The scene was changing on the fly. We were going through it. We were on some fucking golf cart or something trying to follow it.
It was the sign.
That's the mark of a great team.
Yeah, it was.
That you pull that off.
I think it was the.
No, it turned out good, but it was just like on the day.
All this hideous food. Can we bring back the food?
What do we got? We got deviled eggs that smelled great the second day. because they just
green
left
beans that
everything.
are kind of gray.
That turkey smelled so foul that there's going to be some spoilers in here. So when Bobber gets hit with the turkey, it stunk like really bad. His jersey smelled awful when he gets hit. It smelled because the meat had sat on the table overnight. They just covered it, I think.
Dude, me and Tara still will randomly quote Bobber and just do the.
Oh,
I'm not. No,
what's
look at
wrong
me.
with your
I'm
hair?
not. He's so good. That kid, that's so good, man.
There was that part we cut out about his bowl cut. He turned to Leah and he was like, "Mom, is this a bowl cut?" She's like, "Yes." Instantly, she's like, "Yes."
Sean really leaned into that haircut.
I think he kept it for a year and a half.
Food like him.
He kept
He
amazing.
found power in that haircut.
He did.
What's your name again?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was He-Man. It was a He-Man haircut.
Nick's voice is so deep. It's beautiful. I love when he just says, "Bill." Nope. Just shove.
This is not a man who
He
hates
ate
anybody.
7 pounds of turkey while we shot this. I think he ate mashed potatoes and turkey.
Can't do it.
No, come on. No,
Yeah.
no. Fuck! Hit him! Hit
Dude,
him!
this,
Stop!
Jesus.
Come on!
this whole season is out of control.
Every year, man. I'm telling you.
I just realized like Lia's hair is so gorgeous. It would make sense that her son would have like a slightly similar hair situation going on. Like they look similar.
We never talked about the dog. There was actually a dog in this scene that we had to get rid of. The dog was just gonna like totally kill everything. That was one of the.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, I mean,
Run! Run, you nigger! Run!
Wasn't the other house like right down the street here? Like the other, the Patty's house is like right down the street.
what's that?
This is like my 10,000th cigarette.
This is the last thing we shot,
Yeah.
right? This is the last,
Yeah, I
This
think
shot-
last moments of the movie.
That was like cigarette 17,000.
Here's the second take right here. This is the second take. This is the last. This is the last shot we shot right here.
Yeah. I still have. There's a picture of me and Emily like laying on a crash pad in the yard, hanging out. Well, isn't something on fire?
Yeah. Oh, that was
Yeah,
fun.
in the
Was
back.
that intentional to light it all on fire for the last shot? Or it just happened?
Really like my hair.
Yeah, I don't know. But I love that picture of me and you just hanging out with like something on fire in the background.
What a perfect
We
summer.
really just brought full chaos to this house.
Dude, chaos and insanity. Like when I finally read this, yeah, that's the long story. When I finally read the script, because I got it sent to me like years before, and then I was doing something. When I finally got around to reading it, reading like first 10 pages of the script, I couldn't believe that I didn't like just say yes to the thing right away. I can't believe I missed out on.
Well, then you made it, baby. Look at you
I wish
go.
everyone could see Kyle's
I
face
know, what-
right now
opening
of
is
anguish.
So psychotic.
What was it like dancing with Leah in this scene?
Oh, dude, come on. Amazing.
She's the coolest.
She's the coolest.
Was Sad Clown there? Did we put Sad Clown there? I think we put Sad Clown there, but the other thing in the corner was
Yeah.
definitely there.
Emily, were you there when right before we shot all this? Grabbed my head up top and went, all right, go for it. I was like,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful
it was,
content.
I was like,
Oh God.
huh?
Just telling stories, Bill.
Bill,
Stories, Bill.
The sauce talking.
fuck out of my house, pervert.
It is shooting scenes like that. So we,
I love this shot right here. This is one of my favorite things right here. I just love that. Oh God. Yeah, that stunk so bad.
Pervert punk. Come at me, you fucking cocksucker!
yeah. And then this fucking thing happened with the chair
Yeah.
where everybody's like
Oh.
No, you
dying. Like we have like
Take
one
7.
shot
That was
to
like-
smash the window. He's like holding their breath, waiting to like smash the window. We finally throw the chair at it, and the chair just bounces off the window. It didn't shatter.
call the cops. Go on, call the cops.
Adrenaline crash. No, it doesn't matter.
Here he goes. Oh my god.
You ever miss that haircut, Kyle?
Oh, I love it. I miss it so much.
I want that haircut.
Yeah, I
Oh.
love
You should
that
get my
haircut.
haircut from the meet,
let's-
and I'll get your haircut from the
We
meet.
have
I'm looking for like any reason to get that haircut again.
It's so cool.
here's
Yeah,
our
I love
baby
that haircut.
girl.
Tara loved it too.
Here's our baby girl, and we have to talk about Hannah and
Hey.
Annie in that costume right
Oh,
there.
what
It
a
is my favorite
time.
thing. That is my favorite thing.
Yeah, that was amazing. And totally something I would have found in a thrift store, like in this era of my life, and thought was just gold.
Well, let's talk about gold.
Anna and Annie are our fantastic costume design.
When I think of you, Emily, that is what pops
Oh
in my
my
head.
God.
I mean, there's a couple iconic looks being served in this scene.
Ah, these
Yeah,
guys.
I mean the tracksuits are amazing.
No, leave it. It's a good look for you.
The color of this right here, all of it. I don't know, it just takes me,
Are you gonna eat that?
it's like a time warp.
He didn't get enough calories or breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Your shoes, though, I was mentioning the gold. Your shoes, those were your actual shoes from when you were a
Yeah.
teenager.
Yeah, when I was 13, I painted them gold and I've kept them ever since, and they're totally falling apart. I actually like planted a little plant in them last year because I was like, these aren't shoes anymore.
And then those glasses were the ones you.
Yeah,
Those were yours.
Adam for my callback asked that I try some glasses, and I went to a ton of vintage places, and none of them felt like right. They were all a little too cool. And then I went to Walgreens and I found a pair for $12.99, and I was like, this is perfect. Addie totally would have gotten just a pair of readers from Walgreens.
Pair of readers.
Yeah, and that's where you got your Walgreens sponsorship from. That's where it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah, plugging Walgreens.
Oh, there was a part where she talked to one of the fish. She called it Sebastian. Oh, Jesus. God, get PETA in here
Oh.
with Mr. Handley. Jesus.
Yeah, doesn't seem to like animals very much.
This
I love
reaction here,
kittens
right?
with an exclamation point behind him.
I feel like the backstory of that reaction is that like Patty's morning cocktail of pills kicked in just then.
It's all about that extension
Shut
cord
down.
holding up the pants.
Oh my god, the way you pull the straw and everything, just it's
Look at
mouth
her.
stuff. It's un.
I was just talking about how I drank so many juice boxes on this set and I miss it. Like I want to go out and get a box of juice box.
Yeah,
I love the Adam and Eve brand.
drank a bunch of juice boxes and I smoked a million cigarettes.
Oh God, what a bus ride!
Hey, look, I think retard's jealous.
Wasn't one of these girls one of their ex-girlfriends?
Yes. No, Lucas and her.
I think Lucas' ex-girlfriend
Yes.
was one of them, right?
Well, it had to be because Lucas is from
Yeah.
Detroit
Yeah,
and Nico isn't, but both of the women are from Detroit in that scene.
yeah. Oh my god, I'll never forget sitting here watching you shoot this and just like whispering "Jesus Christ"
I
to
I cut
myself.
a 4th of July. I cut a 4th of July teaser one year that I didn't send to you all for some reason. That was this shot with the national anthem playing. It was pretty amazing.
You have to send that,
Yeah.
please.
And then like the journey,
Oh.
the mouth journey here.
The journey of
Friggin'
Patty's
journey
lip,
going right
Patty's
here.
lip journey.
And then the best dude with that basketball rim is like
It's like a
two sizes
carnival
too
basket.
small. It's like amazing.
Yeah, it's a carnival basket.
Oh boy.
I love that cut between the cat and the taco bowl.
So funny, dude. Pat.
Oh man.
And
Just the concern on his face while drinking the water is something I really love. Pat nailed it.
Everybody should watch these dinners with the sound muted. You should just mute the sound in a subsequent viewing. Just the body language was great. And that was something that I really paid attention to in this. Like all of the dinner scenes with Patty's family were designed kind of like playing badminton or something like that.
Of badminton.
Yeah. Or volley, just volleying back and
Just-
forth.
Have you tried their shell yet?
Badminton game.
Why are you not eating?
Oh my God, the cake line. I laugh every time when Pat goes, "Oh!"
Okay, it's like pry with
So excited, and you just imagine the most generic, shitty cake.
Yeah, JP and I were super locked in on this, shooting this way right here, this sort of north, south, east, west. And I'm glad we did it this way. We boxed ourselves into a corner with it, but I couldn't really envision it any other way. It just had to be this made it feel like an attack always.
Can I go see a rock show with Sissy and Karen on Friday?
How would you do? You just be on opposite sides of the table and just coverage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No. Oh.
They're this really cool group from
This is
City.
one of my
They're,
favorite.
Yeah, JP killed it, man. You guys, boy, you brand up this out.
Look at this.
What's the name of the group?
The Alliance?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds
Ah.
pretty militant.
Almost educational.
New York militia music.
Educational. I don't know if I like this militant.
He's not a total nerd, okay? It's almost educational.
Hell up,
It's
Ken.
almost educational.
What is a New York militia?
I don't know, but Connie goes there right away.
Bad news.
You know, she's very confident that this is bad news.
Yeah, I mean, you should do Party Farm. This is some Party Farm
Here's my
right
idea.
here.
Why don't you invite Sissy and Karen over Friday night?
Yeah, where did you come up? Did you make like Party Farm? Did you make
Yeah,
all
Party
that
Farm just
stuff
came
up?
to me. It sounded like a real baby,
Yeah.
real baby thing.
Yeah,
Baby.
And 12 years old.
Party Farm sounds like
I would love to see
yeah,
Party
Party Farm
Farm.
actually sounds fun.
No, I mean it's perfect.
Like, what
Watch
is
Mary
Party
Lynn's shirt.
Farm?
Oh, it changed. Look at that magic shirt change.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Adam, we promised we'd never tell anyone there's any mistakes. In
Oh,
this.
there's some.
It's not a mistake.
Yeah, it's an
Oh,
Easter
good point, actually.
egg.
Great.
Can we talk about this dance?
Yes. The cool part about this is like we moved so quickly and everything was so lightly shot that like we were all kind of there to be able to watch almost every shot. So like I was able to watch Emily do all this. My favorite is the
Oh.
dancing
Still doing that hand thing. Here comes a little
Like,
tribute.
dance off part. The hand clap. Commitment to this, Emily.
There's my childhood stuffed animal puppy to the left.
Yeah, let's all look up there to the left. Everyone take a gander up to the left. Emily's childhood stuffed
That's
animal.
my best friend puppy. We've been through a lot together, as you can see, and puppy's always been there for me. So puppy's there for me in this shot.
This is the scene that old woman at Sundance was talking about, right? Where you
Yeah,
were talking.
I had said it was so
Being
cool
good.
to be able to shoot something like that as a woman because it felt super real and like validating to me. And she was like,
Yeah.
honey, we see plenty of masturbation scenes at Sundance. I was like, oh,
Sundance. We
okay,
send you a mask.
great, fabulous.
And I guess that's also like sort of the first foreshadowing with the Polaroids. Like there's some clues along the way, but never felt like it was too gratuitous in this, like to how these people have a relationship, like with the letters and everything that we're going to see in a minute.
Yo, get away from my fucking door.
I love that.
Hey, keep these fucking
Marwan.
kids away from my door.
Uh, this apartment was absolutely gorgeous.
This was the second day of shooting.
Freestyle.
And it was raining like a mother outside. It was really rainy.
I love the drug briefcase.
I think that's part of the beauty of Detroit is there's so much character in what's there. There's so much life in what's there. I feel like we had such great locations
Yeah.
that felt so authentic.
this place wasn't dressed, and those birds were actually, those finches were from the other room. We just brought that over from the other room. The lady had a
really?
ton of birds everywhere.
A lot of birds in this movie.
Oh, she had a bunch
There
of.
are. I know. I put those bird sounds in. They were more sporadic, and I was looking up the finches to find the correct ones.
Any of these motherfuckers worth anything?
Yeah, it's
It's a pretty good deal.
How much is a Neumann a real
Correct.
mic?
Oh
Adam?
yeah, but that is not a real Neumann. That is a,
Well,
that
yeah.
was something with a sticker put on it that we kind of hit it.
Movie magic.
Shit, you want to stick around?
Right.
Smoke a joint?
Well, also a clue with Simon. Somehow this kid knows something about music. Little clue. Yeah.
It's not just a ding dong. Oh, this boy gets his love letter.
I mean, this is kind of it right here. This is, you get this little glimpse here that, this connective tissue to the stuff with Patty. But it's not a lot. But right here we see the letter. It's the only time.
The best. This woman coming up, wasn't it? She was going to swimming lessons.
I think
at, like,
Dave
the
found it.
YMCA.
What happened?
Like,
Dave?
not lessons, but
She was going. Yeah, she was going for swim lessons. She was taking her pool gymnastics class coming out. We just pulled her into the movie.
Yeah, Shirley was great. She really was.
She's a real winner. She's a real
She
winner.
said that she'd come back after her thing and she had to get her hair done. She was gonna go get her hair done. So
She did.
she'd like always wanted to be in a movie.
Yeah.
She looks like so blissed out in that scene. She just looks
She's-
so happy. I love her.
This
She was so funny. She was so nice.
man, I'm glad the Bush making a comeback.
Clam.
I'm glad that Bush is making a comeback.
You might want to check out page 69.
I think you'll be interested in page 30.
Sometimes I think about that. This is not that covert of a drug
No.
deal going on here.
No, it's like it's
No.
ridiculous. It's more for like show almost.
It makes me like them together, though.
The
Tell
hot
me
dog
you ate
rub.
that afterwards, right? You ate that?
No, I don't know where that went. That may have just stayed there. and somebody may have bought
Well,
that.
I know it wasn't working. It didn't have the shield. So there's two negatives right there. Like it.
Oh,
I want to talk
Right.
about how much I love. Fuck, do I care when he just gives you 2 packs of cigarettes?
Oh, those Royals. Oh, let's talk about Kyle's
A lot of
voice.
shiny meat.
Kyle, could you have made this movie without smoking like 600 cigarettes a day?
And screaming and blowing
Yeah.
my voice out before I even got here. So yeah, my voice is rash.
I love the timing here with the beats and the car horn and the music.
Well, that was part of
Yeah.
too, like making
Yeah.
the sound design reactive to it as well, like with what Swihart was doing and all of the beats that he was making. Yeah, thanks for bringing that
What's the name of
down.
this book again,
What's that?
Adam? What's the name of this
Marvin's. Yeah, this is Marvin's. It's in.
thing? Marvin's didn't shut down, did it?
No, I don't think so. Who knows in the pandemic? I doubt.
Marvin's Marvelous.
That's what I mean.
You can't keep Marvin's down. You can't keep it down. Now we're in.
That was a beautiful place.
Yeah, this is
Marvin's
Pontiac
pretty
up here. There's actually, we just skipped like in the
This is-
original cut.
This is day one.
This is day one, shot
Yeah,
3, right
day one
here.
version.
This is shot 3. Yeah, there's a lot more that we cut from the film. Like this, actually, there was kind of a whole other day with Simon. Again, first act problems, but had to get squeezed down. So that was the spot right there that I could stitch it together. You'll see that Simon looked down at one point. He was looking for a bunch of money that he had lost the night before, but no longer in the film. His little adventure with Buck and Val.
Special features.
Yeah. That's just deleted scene. This store. This whole
House
day.
of Clocks.
Yeah, and then there's
All right, so he just
yeah, we cut out the bit where I put the cigarette out on my
he
thumb
only
and
did
all
that
stuff.
300 times too.
Yeah.
I literally did that shot like 20 times.
I know.
Also, too,
I love that shot.
a little bit of a note here. I had the same amount of time that we shot you running through the store as I did for the song. Like we had the same amount of time. So I'm glad that we were able to pull it off. Her eyes right here. Just looks over that way to where he is. Just looks.
You see this creep?
You've got the right instincts, though. The moment we see Patty here, her first instinct is, I'm not ratting him out to the cops.
Yeah.
Right.
Hero.
That's when I knew. I was like, all right.
Patty knows.
We skipped the walk up, but I've never missed it. I've never looked back on that.
Nah. This shit, we're trying to film in that alley where they were bumping music up in that apartment.
Oh, yeah.
You had to go up.
That was day one problems.
You had to go up, be like, I'll give you like $50 to give us like an hour.
And
the movie moves really fast, and then suddenly we get to this part, and it's like the weirdest like intro to these characters. It's really trippy, and Swihart's music is like strange in here. It's weird. It's just scene feels weird in here.
It's like when you first meet someone, it's awkward. You're not on the same rhythm and you're kind of testing each other out. So you're not being fully yourself. And it's funny because like we'd rehearsed a little bit, but this was the first scene we did together, right?
It's your first scene work. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And I remember we did like a wide shot where he walked up, like same frame that you were sitting there eating your lunch in, the wide shot of that. I remember we did just one take of it, and it freaked you and Kyle out like big time. You're like, no, we want to do it again. We want to do it again. I was like, no, we're moving on. I really had no intention. JP and I had every intention to do what you see right here, just this way the whole time. This is what we would talked about executing, and wanted to center you both up because we wanted to mirror this with the shot at the very end when you're at the show in the same way. We wanted to do it, but now that was like everything had changed between the two of you. So it was by design, and it was also by design to let you know that we were going to be moving on this shoot, that it was never going to be it was never going to be safe. How many freaking locations do we have, Ross?
That's a Dave Hunter. How many locations do we have?
Dave Hunter, how many? 75 something.
54.
54. Okay.
Oh my God.
Why? That's insane.
Yeah. And how many speaking parts? Was that the 70 something number that I'm?
Yeah.
76 or something.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
It's so crazy.
I blame Adam.
Yeah. Yep. My next movie is just one person talking to himself.
We were on the move like the whole time. Like we never stopped. It was crazy. It's just like a shark, just never stopping, always moving forward.
But I think because we had that rehearsal time in the beginning, and also because Adam and JP, you guys were so like intentional about what you were going to use while we were shooting. Like there was just a big like trust web. Like we knew that we could just do it and it would be cool because Adam always had our back.
Yeah, no, we were ready to go for sure. We had definitely built that trust up, which I think is huge, especially when you're moving so quick and moving.
Yeah, and with characters that are so bizarre.
Yeah, so out there. Oh God, I get tired like just watching stuff.
He's like a magician here. I like it.
I don't think Simon could function without the nicotine. He just needs that buzz going.
Constant hit. Oh my God.
Not satisfied with what's in this fridge either.
So disappointed.
This is Adrian's favorite line.
Which one?
Cherry juice box. He says cherry juice box around the house constantly.
The way you say it is so good. Cherry juice box.
I mean, we're notorious for telling the kids to take it down a notch constantly. Constantly.
That's such a great phrase.
Take it down a notch. What do you mean?
I mean, how does he cope in this loser?
What you might not know is you get this shot by putting the camera in the fridge.
No, we shoved JP in the fridge.
He was inside there.
He's inside.
He's in there right now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Close it up. We continue it.
That was one of the. We had to put it. That was the B cam in the fridge.
It was
right?
the B cam.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Thanks,
Panavision.
Don't tell Panavision.
Thank you, Panavision.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This scene got trimmed up a little bit too, didn't it?
Not too much. Not too much.
No?
No, I don't think so here. Maybe just towards the back
end?
half of it, maybe just a little
Yeah.
bit. I think I cut a couple things out possibly. I love that she's still wearing the smock though. Come on.
It still has
take this
shit
thing
on it. Like
Cat shit.
that's
Got
no.
shit on it.
No, it's chocolate chip, right? Oh, it's not chocolate chip.
The way you shake your hair out here is
That's just
fucking-
it's a makeover. It's a makeover moment for Patty.
right. It's like a total.
Oh,
it's-
okay. Now I see it.
total,
Now I
like,
see it.
yeah.
Now she's
Yeah, right.
high.
It's a total spoof on like the take your glasses off and take your hair out.
I mean, that's
So-
never worked for me in real life. Like,
Here. Take that shitty smock off now. Oh, okay. Let's get a
I
look. at
mean,
you.
that'll definitely help.
Oh my
Oh, the
god.
bangs.
baby.
But you're so vulnerable here, Skeggs. It's so
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Like,
Oh, my favorite shot is like after you've like cornered her, you go to smoke and you tell her that you're just fucking with her. You're still fucking with her. And your reaction, Emily, is like almost my favorite thing in the entire film. It's like it's coming up it's the next shot after this one.
Oh my god.
no.
Give a shit if you suck pussy like your mom. I got a thing for dyke bitches.
This fucking thing. Dialogue is so gnarly. It's fucking.
Right here, your reaction.
You know I'm still fucking with you, right?
I love this.
You need to take it down a notch.
Ooh,
Oh man.
Oh boy.
what is that supposed to mean? Oh, it's so awkward. It's so painful.
It is. It's so uncomfortable.
I love the change on your face just in that one moment.
Oh, Patty.
That shirt is also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Just New York City.
I
Instant.
grew up in New York. I was there. I was proud to wear that shirt. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Think
Oh,
about it.
God. Here she comes. Here comes this beautiful. Oh. Uncharted territory. Oh, poor Norm and his reactions to Simon's
Or
cigarettes.
an allergic reaction to smoke.
Okay.
How does he cope?
He has a hot dog shirt.
Kev's hot dog shirt is the best.
Yeah, quiet, Kev.
Shut up, retard.
I love corn. I was so happy to eat corn.
You're happy.
24/7.
I think I smashed like 3 of those chickens.
Yeah.
Chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah, this just like microwave chicken cordon bleus they had. I think I like chowed down on 3 or 4 of those.
You need to be at about a 3.
I also love the touch of milk at dinner.
Yeah, the milk at dinner. I grew up drinking milk at dinner.
I didn't, but I know a lot of people who did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Africa?
It's like that kid who had like milk with pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Simon
yeah.
selling this lie. I love him selling this lie about somehow he's involved in the church. You know,
In the Peace Corps.
I'm sorry, Adam. What is ugali?
it's like a starchy. Yeah, it's like some starchy.
A tuber? A
Yeah.
starchy tuber?
Yeah.
Not this again.
How much room I'm taking up too? I'm like,
You know,
I'm taking up the whole half of the table.
Is this Simon's go-to? Is this like his go-to for his lies?
Peace Corps.
Like a church lie?
He probably has like 3 or 4. And Peace Corps probably in yeah.
I love
Like
Oh.
yeah, he's probably got like 3 or 4 solid ones.
the line, you know, after I retire.
Norm's retirement party. Love to see that.
But if
Yeah,
there's
Norm's
any
retirement
way
party.
we can help,
When him and Marilyn look at each other
Oh, the little,
in the middle
little
of
life
prayer,
partner.
it's-
The life partner moment was.
or him shaking his head about not going to Peace Corps. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a Mary Lynn original life partner. Like it was
Yeah.
that was just a gold. I knew the second I saw that in the monitor, I was like, I'll build out this entire scene around her saying life partner like that. Build out everything to have that in there.
Emily, can we talk about how much you do look like the biological child of these parents?
Oh my god, I know. It was truly a dream. I mean, Pat like really solidified something for me that I'd never really realized. Like he was like, you and I belong to the hamburger head people. And I was like, oh my God, that's what it is? That's what it is. I have a hamburger head. I'm so grateful.
That's incredible.
He really saw me
Wow.
for who I am.
You do?
He understood.
I can't wait to have a Blu-ray DVD of this movie because I want to watch this over and over again. This scene is incredible. Pat and Mary Lynn.
It's another one to watch silent.
It's such a weird dance, man.
Watch this one. Just watch the gestures. Like, just turn the sound off and watch the gesture like badminton here. It's great.
Everyone doing a lot of work with their faces.
Yeah.
Just some really great work.
Thank you. We'd be honored.
Sure. Great.
Oh, saddle up. Grab hands. I love that. Grab hands.
So exciting.
This scene, it was so fun in Sundance when he starts saying the prayer, and then you realize he starts talking about Kevin, and you just hear everyone in the audience just go,
Yeah, that was great.
like just waiting for the foot to drop.
It's a long setup for this. I mean, it's like a
It is.
5-minute setup but I'm glad that part usually delivers with the audience.
Yeah.
I love Nourish Our Earth Bodies.
Nourish our earth
It's like
bodies.
just
yeah.
a little culty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pulling from a lot of different places, I think, just freeforming this prayer. It helps that he's the singer in this band. I feel like he gets a lot of ideas and stuff. It's like he's good at working the crowd.
Mm.
Right.
So this is just another crowd that he's working, another angle.
As he continues to lash out and alienate himself from those.
Oh my god.
She can
Kev's feeling really safe right in this moment.
And guide him in his search for his birth parents. Who must
Here's
one
that little
day
rolling sound that Swihart puts in here. I love this little clicking sound.
Just the panic.
We'll come back to that when Simon passes the torch to Patty. We'll hear that sound again.
I like how they clearly only have one picture of
Yeah.
Kevin, because the picture behind them on the counter is the same one that's hanging on the wall.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Speaking of pictures, there's like a dead body picture right back there next to the boombox. I don't know if you can see it right now.
Is there?
There's a
Patty's
picture.
definitely a true crime fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
That room
wide
was
shot.
so rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did such a good
Our
job. With
production designer, Frankie Palumbo, and her team just really
Yeah.
worked this one out beautifully.
I'm on 5
I love all the stickers on your pill case. That
Little
that
accent,
killed
just a little
me.
flair. Just a little flair.
Yeah, like let me decorate my pill case.
Also, like,
There's that.
how long has she been taking these pills? Did she decorate that pill case when she was like 4?
Right. Or did you just get a new pill case? You did it last
Yeah,
month.
we'll never know.
Yeah. Right.
You mean you told a lie?
Oh God.
I do think it's interesting for those of you who like how the sausage is made that we shot Patty's bedroom in the same house we actually shot
Right.
the family house in.
That is
Yeah.
true.
This is all the same house.
And
That was fun. We really got to live in the houses.
true. And the other thing is that is the first house that when Dave Ross and I were scouting in 2017, we were driving around trying to, that was the house that I had actually
Yeah.
scouted that first and said, this house, like this is the type of house, we circled back to that house years later and that became the house that we actually shot in. But it was like the prototype of like what would work because it had to have a roof that Kevin and Simon could sit on. It fit all the criteria, like the just all of it, the driveway. We only really
There's
see
no
it.
faking,
Yeah, we only see
right?
it.
Everything we shot in the house was in this house.
Mhm.
And there's when we get to the exterior, Adam, you can call out how you knew
Yeah,
from day one.
day one.
No, it's true.
Day one.
Oh God, there's that psyops layer. There you go.
The fact that this house even had the bathroom window he could go out, which we'll
No,
get to,
and the bathroom
sort
window
of had everything.
the bathroom window was so tiny and Kyle still managed to slide through it and no one thought he was going to be able to. Kyle just jumped and like went through it. It was insane.
He slid through like
Absolutely
an
insane.
otter.
Yeah.
Like an octopus.
God.
We all appreciate let's appreciate Kyle's descent into realization here.
Also, there's a moment here where I think my voice is the deepest in the entire movie.
Oh,
where he does like,
no.
there's way, like it, like all the, I think I was at peak cigarette here.
Oh man.
I'm Batman.
Don't get her worked up.
Will you knock it off?
Stop flailing around.
Could you imagine if someone was in front of you?
I think like when we first started talking about building Patty, Adam, you said Tom York, and that's what really stuck with me.
Well, they're more like poems.
Oh, that's interesting.
I read him one.
Oh, Tom York like doing weird gyrations on stage.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't Ian Curtis?
It was Ian Curtis, but you also said we also talked about Tom York, and for some
Definitely.
reason the Tom York one stuck.
Where's your fucking bathroom?
Where's your fucking bathroom? Here they are. All of these. Who made all of these? You and Angie? Who ended up making all the Polaroids?
I did it alone
Did it alone?
in like
Copy
one
that?
of the random bedrooms in one of the random houses.
Uh-huh.
And that was super fun.
What'd you do it on like a lunch break?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, so this is Emily on our lunch break.
To
Okay.
do this. I was on the clock.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, like,
Like, are we shooting another scene work and you're somewhere else hiding
Yes,
out shooting?
yes.
Gotcha.
That's exactly. It was really fun.
yeah, here's the
Patty coming through. Got some toilet paper. In
Yeah,
the
here's the
closet.
window.
Oh, God.
Kyle, that you managed this is
With the backpack. too.
impressive.
Just whee! He's always running from everything. He's running again.
a couple times. There's a couple golf cart.
I love
runs.
the look on
Oh,
your face.
Let's
at
talk
that
about
run.
this little.
Yeah.
Panic.
We never showed you go the other way, but I wish I kind of did because you like flew up into the bushes like crazy. It was like, I was like, this guy is springy. He just sprung up in the bushes crazy there. Yeah, because I think you just turn and go here. Oh, hey Dave, what's up, Dave? Dave's in there.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, it's Dave.
Ava. Oh, I love it.
Oh, Gary Brunner right there. Fucking kills me every
That's
time.
Patty. That's the drummer from.
I will say
Yeah.
this scene is great, but I don't think it would be quite the same without the lights framing the windows
Yeah.
The
that
fluorescent.
art team put in to kind of give it the definition.
hmm
It's like a men's shelter. You
One of my favorite lines. Does this look like a men's shelter?
Lady?
It's what it sounds like when my boys are feeding. It's like a freaking men's shelter.
Men's shelter sounds like something from like the Depression.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
We're not currently in one.
Isn't that kind of like what the
one?
YMCA used to be?
Yeah.
When you live in a Hooverville and get your coffee at the men's shelter.
Yeah.
You chunky fuck. You spent it on dope, huh?
And there's
What a load of shit. What a load of
some
shit.
disco assault representing the scene.
50 bucks in that piece of shit.
What?
Fuck you. That PA is fuck you. Fuck it.
Yeah, what was their band called?
Disco
Disco Assault
Assault.
was
Yeah,
the music,
Disco
but these
Assault.
guys play the band.
But
Well, yeah. Well, Maddie's
Maddie.
the guy next to me. He's actually the drummer in Disco.
that's what
Assault.
I was trying to say. I couldn't remember what.
Yeah, Disco Assault did all of psyops.
Press the fucking vinyl. That's another $3,000. Look.
I was.
Did we just luck out that I can't remember if we lucked out that the brothers auditioned and we actually just cast brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a note that, like, I mean, we made that change in like 2015 about them being brothers somehow. Like,
The band likes us. We're in for the
it was a
last
Danny Liner thing. That was a Danny Liner thing for sure.
Plus,
100%.
And had Maddie from Disco Assault ever acted before?
No.
No.
He's just like silently like, yeah.
So perfect.
We're a punk rock band.
His hair is really special.
It's gonna be our big fucking break, okay?
I love when he gives you the thumb,
fuck
like
are you talking
reciting with
about?
you in a minute. It's really great.
Yeah.
His little laugh.
You guys want to play puppet show?
Yeah. It was game. It was cool.
Go right ahead.
Maddie's. All those guys were really nice.
It's not a democracy.
You know, Kyle, these guys are being really reasonable. You guys should open for the Alliance.
What is it about you?
Considering.
What's wrong with you? Why do you hate success?
Why? Why do you hate? Why do you not
Sabotage, baby.
self-sabotage, baby?
So many
Quaaludes.
people in bands have reached out to me about
Quaaludes.
this scene though, which is fun. They feel it. They've had this conversation before.
Yeah,
At a diner at somewhere.
super authentic.
What
Adam.
the conversation about selling
Just
out?
all
Adam?
just more like the rhythm, like this guy's paying for this guy's bass amp and this and all this.
Yeah.
Go back to your shrimp basket.
And I probably just fucking hate these guys. I probably just hate my band.
I love the reveal of
think I-
Lou's pants.
Those are his pants. Those are his
Take
chefing
the
pants. I
scarecrow
think.
with
They're
you.
his real chefing pants.
I love.
Take the Scarecrow with you is an amazing improv line.
He improv that.
I think he did, didn't he?
Oh yeah, take the scarecrow with you. That was his. Yeah.
Wow.
There's very few improvs in this film.
Yeah.
That is one. Mary Lynn's the taco, they're edible. That was one. The chocolate cake thing. That's not in there. I don't think that's in there.
We'll say, Detroit was a great place to shoot for so many reasons, but in the summer you don't get that much night. So we were actually we were
racing.
Daylight was bearing down on us every time we were doing a night shoot because you just didn't have enough hours.
I remember
this was a late night, right?
This was super late night. I remember Rick,
started to
our first
rain at
AC,
one
was
point.
having a hard time at this point because it was just his eyes were shot. This was
Who?
very close to when we wrapped right here.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Because there was an unmarked squad car outside one of my crash pads. That's how.
Yeah, this was a long night. I remember this night. This was like a hard night.
I am looking at you.
Hey, cool it, man. He didn't say shit.
Man, how the fuck do you know?
Homeboy's t-shirt, the back side of it, you can see it a second ago. It's just hanging together with a single thread.
It's like a giant
It's
hole.
insane.
It's like a cutout
It's so
back.
accurate.
Yeah.
You sure?
So funny.
I think it was his T-shirt.
Yes,
It was.
it was.
Wow.
I think the other one was, the sweatshirt too, right? The
Mm-hmm.
USSR.
USSR.
I think that was
It's a great sweatshirt. I
think
want that
that was
sweatshirt.
fucking
The toilet
tall
paper
boys.
here.
That was JP's moment in the whole script. Jean-Philippe Bernier, our DP, I remember he would always say, "We have to get the toilet paper tower right."
Oh, I love that.
Oh, here she is
It
with
was something he loved from
Puppy.
the first moment.
Here you are with Puppy sleeping.
Oh. Hey.
Crack that tall boy. I love tall boys. I really do. When I lived in Chicago, I used to go to the White Hen pantry and get myself a tall boy.
More beer for less money.
Yeah, little old style. Bunch of old style tall boys.
Griffin had never done like any kind of fight scene or anything up until this point, and
Yeah.
I love when I lift him up and like all the air goes out of his face.
Yeah. You really pulled him up by his fucking head and neck. It was
Pull him up by his
yeah,
head.
here it comes. Here it comes.
He stands up and like the life leaves his body for a second. It's there. He's like,
He wasted my tall boy.
You got a keyboard?
Oh, these guys. I think one of those died recently. Chris, the
Yeah.
makeup had one. I think
He
the one on the
adopted
left
it.
died. Yeah, I think the one on the left died recently.
What do you need, some weed or something?
I don't know what their lifespans are.
I
But
think only a couple of years.
yeah.
I don't think that. I mean, rats only live like 2 years.
Oh shit. Up on the roof. Yeah, Simon doesn't smoke.
Were you harnessed in, Kyle? We had you harnessed in, right?
No.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut that out of the content.
This is like my ideal evening right here.
Yeah,
looks
right.
great.
Oh, and then the
Watching
best
Dinner in
part was,
America?
and the best part was like food came, so they were just throwing us cheeseburgers. It was like it couldn't have. It was amazing. They were like throwing us cheeseburgers
Yeah, I
from the
want to sit
ground.
on a roof, smoke a J, drink a tall boy, eat a cheeseburger.
This was another late night.
Cheeseburger on a summer
This was a
night.
super late night.
Yeah. Yeah, this was late.
I believe that light right there is on the camera truck, isn't it? The light that looks kind of like the moon.
Look, you want a little advice?
That one right there. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, really?
You should be smoking a gram of that shit every day.
Yeah, this was another long night.
I love the music in this scene.
Yeah, it brings it all down in a really nice.
Advocate for getting him hooked
It's a
on
good
weed.
vibe.
Hopefully,
Good vibe.
Yeah, he's advocating weed for.
yeah. Some people just need it, you know. And Kev's definitely a
Yeah.
candidate. His whole life gets
Kev.
switched, like it's radically changes once he starts smoking weed.
Kev needs it, man.
Don't worry about the crickets.
There was that scene where they went to bed, like, and they slept top bunk, bottom bunk, and there was like, Kev tells him, "I don't hate you anymore," but it's clear he doesn't here. Wasn't needed. Just cuts to this
Yeah.
newspaper, which I love. Patty trying to get this cap off is like also one of my favorite things.
Oh, that's so
it's
good.
one of the best bits in the whole movie.
Could you actually not get it off?
Yeah,
Emily,
I
or
could
did
actually
you?
not get it off.
And Dave Hunter note in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There was a Dave Hunter note that was a good note.
What?
For this note. I kept Simon originally in the wide shot, that same wide shot that you were in, and Dave thought there needed to be a beat where he was checking her out.
Nice,
Because
Dave.
the first time, it was the first time that he had seen her since that he found out that it was her. Just a good note.
Any coffee left?
You gotta take those good notes. You gotta push back when they're not good. You gotta like.
Not supposed to have anything turned on
Mm.
at the house.
You know, Adam, the movie kind of slows down for a second to kind of let everyone catch their breath a little bit, and then you just start ramping it back up.
This neck, yeah, like everything
Incredible.
from basically like the basketball scene that's coming up next. It's slow. Everything's kind of slow, and then we get to the bus stop, and the thing just takes off. It just accelerates, basically from the bus stop to the diner where they have the Jimbo burgers.
Yeah, that's what
How many coffee cups did we break?
2 or 3, maybe more.
It's so fucking bleak, it's making me lightheaded.
I love that line.
Table washer at the food court in the mall.
This whole film was cut, off of your mannerisms. I mean, it really was like ping pong for me. Like it was super important to ping pong it.
Getting that in the wide or getting that in the medium with both of them is pretty incredible.
Money.
Just throwing the coffee cup.
You have great aim, Kyle.
My favorite is, I love when you're like, I'm not allowed to have anything plugged in.
Honestly, that should be a rule for me in real life.
Well, we're gonna pay him a little visit today. I'm gonna let you buy me lunch.
Oh, real magic's coming.
Oh, that spit bubble that like came out of your mouth was amazing. I had so many choices, and that take had to be. Here she comes. Oh, he's like Michael Jordan. It's amazing. You're good at
So
basketball.
this house, Dave, this house is about 4 houses away from the opening house, the
Yeah.
Barbara, Beth, and
Yeah.
Hill house.
This whole development is just full of iconic houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really worked.
Yeah, he ran down one street when he escaped, and he ran down the other street when it was the night shoot. He was like doing both of them.
Here's my spot.
When you make this, Emily, the way you say your turn is so, like, you're so friggin' proud. Like, it's so.
I think that was actually one of my only improv lines. Isn't that funny?
How come you clam up every time I talk about fucking
So
Jesus?
good.
You ever make it with
I remember putting on this outfit for the first time in like my costume session or whatever, and just being like, oh fuck, this is who Patty is? Oh, okay. These shorts.
Come on, do it. Yeah.
Right here.
It's a little overcast on this day, but I will say we got very lucky on this shoot. The
Oh.
clouds were smiling
Like,
on
you
us.
just, it was like the greatest thing in the world. Like, beat that.
God.
I love that.
I love
so
when
much.
you miss.
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments right there. Just that awkwardness.
The way you're
God,
standing
Okay.
so awkward.
and thing. Okay. Yeah, that
Shorts.
too. You're so good at this.
Oh my
scene.
god, Kyle, I love you. You're so
Like, your eyes aren't open for half of it.
Oh,
it's I think Patty at different levels of the day is really at different levels of dedication.
why is that face got to be the face on her face? That was the line.
That was-
That was the line.
Gotta be a fake. Why does it gotta be her
Yeah, oh
face?
God, I love that.
Oh god.
That was at a screening.
Why the fuck don't you bury it or something?
That poor cat.
You two bounce off each other so well here, Kyle and
I
Emily,
was
just this
trying
back
to
and forth
explain.
right
I
here.
was explaining this movie to somebody the other day, and they were like, "What's the relationship like?" And I ran this scene. A really good representation is there's this scene where they find this cat.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Do you think I'm weird? Yeah, that's a really good.
Do you think I'm weird and then you itch your face with your pinky? Everybody does that, right?
And then I say,
Everybody
is
does a
weird
little
cool?
Oh yeah, no, you're fucking weird. Yeah, like
Let's go.
it was so
You
funny.
hit me in the tit with the pass.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing here. This is so at first you see Simon way in front of Patty constantly, and gradually over time we bring them closer and closer together, just spatially, so they're on the same plane. So that was by design. That was one of those things that was definitely designed. He was always in front of her, always leading, and then about once they get together and they're like committing crimes together, then they're side by side finally. By the time they get into the pet store, they are side by side.
Yeah,
I
I
love,
love that.
I still say real magic.
Real magic, yeah.
Say real.
There was one
Or
take.
I love the way you're like, but there's the number 9 guy. Or whatever it is, the way you say it. I still, that day, for whatever reason, just those 2 lines, I still
It
laugh.
really was such a blast to make this movie.
It was so fun every day.
It really was.
Even on the bus days were not fun for me.
I loved I mean, they weren't fun for you, but they were a blast for us because we were just hanging out and like shooting the shit on a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is some of the most fun I've ever, like, hands down, like, ever.
Definitely.
Oh, I love this confrontation.
She's trying to fuck. Really?
That teeth thing from Nico is one of the most unsettling things.
Yeah, that pop, that chop.
Oh yes.
Not a boyfriend.
You know everything you need to know about that guy the second he does that.
Yeah, the second he does it.
Don't call her retard.
Or maybe, like, track jacket that it looks like he's shirtless under.
Yeah.
Oh,
Late for a rush
circle jerk.
The nose, there's a lot of nose touches here. too.
Yeah. This stare is great. Oh, it's just a disaster for Simon too.
Yeah, just goes bad. How did we do that? Didn't I spit in the cup and just you guys poured my own spit on my own face?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
remember.
That's exactly what happened. I
Yeah.
remember that.
This scene was a clusterfuck. There was weather. It was raining here. It's like raining. You can't even see it. It's like, look at how windy it is. Everything's fucking just blowing like crazy.
Love the nature.
Second day of the
It was day
shoot.
2 or
Yeah.
It's supposed to we were supposed to have a thunderstorm that day that did not arrive.
Yeah.
We actually got a little lucky.
Although Dave and I were driving to set that morning, it was a
Yeah.
downpour, and we were like, "Well, this
Yeah.
is ruined," and then it stopped.
Here we are, day 5. This was a wash of a day. Like this is the day the truck broke down.
There's some shots of that, Emily, where you are so head first forward trying to take your body is like such an inhuman angle. I turned around and I was watching you run after me. I was like, how is she even
Fucking
at
69,
that
your mom.
angle?
I was just thinking, like, I had so much fun playing with you, like contrasting the characters and really playing off of you. You're such an incredible, generous actor. And I mean, like, you set the bar really high for.
I love this little brief moment here. This is a great one. Love the energy in
You know
here.
what? But Emily, I mean, it goes right back to you too. It allowed me to be able to go as far as I was able to go because I trusted you with like every fiber of my being. You know what I mean? I knew you'd be there to catch whatever I threw, or if I was fall flat on my face, you were there to catch me and pick me back up.
It's really special. It's super special.
Almost as
Aw.
special as Nico's leg over Lucas's shoulder.
Dude, ridiculous.
So erotic. I love it.
God.
So insane.
And Lucas is tall.
And the way you flash here, there's just nothing. It's so good.
She's gonna squint through it. She's gonna squint her way through the flashes.
Whoa.
These fucking guys.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Let's not forget Coach. Okay.
Dan Pesta.
God.
Oh, fun.
You know, this movie was a mixture of actors coming in from California as well as actors locally cast to Detroit, and there's just so many talented people in Detroit that are in this film and just give it so much life in the little moments.
Truly.
And Dan is one of those guys.
This soundtrack, I just love the music here. It's so weird.
Try to look provocative. When I saw that this is what you came up with, Emily, I was dying in that dugout.
Dude, I told you she was in heat.
I love how they're trying to take their dicks out in this very weird way.
Yeah, right. Like they can't just pull them out of their sweatpants. Like they're like,
It's a
"Oh, my-
Warner
where's my
Brothers
dick?"
cartoon. It's like a Warner Brothers cartoon.
I love that Simon also just carries lighters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the items in his backpack that he lives out of.
Absolutely.
He never changes his
Well,
clothes.
I mean, what was the thing? That's why he's like on the run. He burnt down.
He only has a skin. I think we talked about. He basically is naked when he like does his clothes when he washes them. He doesn't have anything else. That's it.
Right. He's got like one other pair of
Yep.
underwear. If
Coach? I think the equipment shed's on fire.
Wait, shed's on fire? When I was in high school, some kids burnt down our equipment.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Pest
We
is
tried to
screaming at them.
Prank and accidentally burn it down.
Oh, Kyle, I love the way you scream that.
Oh, cat fuckers. This day was it started out so cold. It was like low 50s to like 85 degrees or something.
It was super hot. I felt terrible. I was like
How bad
ripping,
they're all at
I
running.
was ripping
It's the best.
Nico's mouth.
Yeah.
I was ripping Nico's mouth to pieces with that Polaroid shot.
I remember in
Like-
the morning, it was like 35 degrees, and you fell asleep in that equipment shed with the comforter.
I fell asleep in the
Yeah, in the
dugout.
dugout
Yeah.
with a comforter covered in
laid-
you, covered over
I
you.
just laid down in the dugout and somebody found me a blanket.
And then at noon, it was 80.
Yeah. I felt bad because I was like, these kids are gonna get burnt to hell just being naked.
And this is next. This is you driving. You're really driving that car. That car really did cut in there like a fucking
Don't
maniac.
say that. Don't say that.
Said it. We said it.
Like indie filmmaking at its best. Was this the day the car broke down and then the pee bottle thing happened?
This was the day the car broke down, and yes, the pee bottle did happen. Oh
Kyle,
God.
your face there. Something changes in Simon right there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
split.
something changes in Patty right here.
Oh, and then this, when you picked up that gun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think there was one scene where he must have
Oh, yeah.
laid down like 50.
Colin, the sound designer, and I were putting in like shotgun, like like cocking sounds for that. Like they're buried in there. But yeah, we were like accentuating all of these. This is another good example of like accentuating everything in sound design with like just having these beats like this and then being able to put your, what is that thing called, a gun, like a price gun, a price gun. I love it.
Dude, and right here,
Oh yeah,
super bad,
Oh.
like drop
hit the DP,
JP.
hit
Sorry,
JP in the
I
leg.
threw that from one take. I threw it smack into his
Yeah.
shin. I mean, that metal display case right into JP's shin, and he did not budge.
And he lost a leg.
And he lost the leg to this.
I lost a
Got
leg.
one
This
leg.
is where I
Fire.
stepped weird on that step, and I like threw my leg out for like 3 or 4 days until the 10th day of production, and then it popped back in.
Oh,
That's crazy. One. There you go. There's one.
Now our kids are level. They're on the same plane. See, now they're on the same plane here.
A honey glaze. This is awesome.
Oh, there's that break we were talking about. Just a little cooler. Cool it down a minute.
the music.
know what you want?
The set design in this restaurant too is unbelievable. That wall.
That was Francesca. This
Yeah.
place was called like California Burger.
Yeah, it's her modern art print. It was called California Burger.
And instead of that, it had a really crummy like thing of like LAX, like of all. It was like it's underneath all of that is like this tableau of LAX of all places. It's not it's
I forgot
it's
about
just
the
LAX
LAX
tableau.
tableau.
Is it? Does it even do anything else, Dave? Do you remember?
It has like the Hollywood sign.
All right. So they didn't just pick LAX.
It's replaced with this incredible work from
Yeah.
Frankie, this modern art.
from start to finish. You've got the cow, the grinder, and the finished product.
That burger, by the way, was delicious.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
How about those Jimbo fries?
They were good too.
Man, I like a good curly fry.
Talk about.
I love
go
how.
ahead.
No, you go, Emily.
I was just gonna say we have great Detroit local actors in this scene as well,
Yeah, totally.
and the background folk.
So
Also, I love that we got the iconic generic cup.
yeah,
That's a really nice touch.
I just love that right there. I love both of these singles. Like
This is the sloppiest, like unromantic romance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Simon's
when he
finger
fucking
licking.
licks up, when I lick all my fingers
All
and
of
like
them.
wipe my face,
All
and
of
then you come in and like it's so.
The makeup team had to keep wiping my face and my glasses with baby wipes because I was just covered in burger grease after eating out every
Yeah,
take.
The best scene, I guess, one of the takes, the camera died on one of them. We ran out of on one of the takes that I was going to use for this, but it was incomplete on yours. But the take that I ended up using of you when it's the tighter shot of you kissing, it was the only one that didn't have like shit smeared all over your glasses.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like from right here. So Kyle's forehead is on your glasses.
Yeah, we're smashing our faces together.
Yeah.
There's a big buildup.
Was there any trace elements of burger in his mouth or not?
I don't recall. I don't
No.
kiss and tell out.
I take a hit of the drink to rinse it all down.
No, you were.
before
I think you were kind to me, Kyle, in terms of backwash.
I did my best.
It was a great kiss.
But it's so funny because like right before that, Emily, you're so like sweet and cute in the way you're like, yeah, I want you to. The way you do that is
Yeah,
so
that-
like
right there was the only clear take.
And then we come together and it's like
I love that we had the opportunity to like reveal things very slowly about these characters over the movie. You know, like Patty has a little freaky side, and we see it here.
It's not very Sid Field, is it, guys?
Mhm.
At this moment, when this happened in the theater and people cheered for you, Emily, and they got it and they were so on your side, it was one of the more satisfying things I've ever felt.
Yeah, definitely
Oh,
like
yeah.
the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life.
they were along for the ride. They were down for Patty. They were like ride or die with Patty. It was cool.
Yeah, I was nervous about how people would respond to her, if they'd be able to see like themselves in her, because she is so bizarre.
I love that repetition, like of the hands. Like first she touches them, and now they're like just holding hands. But my wife's favorite part of the movie is your eyes, Emily, when he says whack-a-mole right here.
Whack-a-mole. Yeah,
Right
dude,
here.
I was just gonna.
Dude, where did we get the whack-a-mole?
sure.
We had to bring the whack-a-mole in from out of town, didn't we?
Yeah, shipped in.
So excited.
It was
From
shipped
Chicago, right?
in, shipped in from Chicago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's whack-a-mole.
You
But
know,
I think we had a producer
So
meeting at
impressed by the
at some
whack-a-mole.
point. I feel like we had a producer meeting where we all talked about what to do, and we knew what the cost was
Yep.
to get the whack-a-mole, and it was written into the script. And I remember the consensus was pretty much, no, it has to be a whack-a-mole. We all agreed we need to have a whack-a-mole in this movie.
It was pretty
That's
touch
right.
and go whether we would find one.
yeah.
I also love the choice, Adam, to start this scene on her like pelvic thrusting in the pinball machine.
She's just like losing herself.
Oh,
Yeah, finding
Big time.
yourself.
Oh, this made me cry when I cut it the first time. This moment right here. That was the first. This is the first shot that broke me in the edit, actually,
Aw,
when I was cutting.
it's real love. You know, a lot of real love
Yeah.
in this movie.
Yeah, that really is.
That is so funny to me.
She's just throttling it.
I look just like my mother in that shot with the snake. Weird.
Yeah. Oh, you look like
Yeah, I couldn't. Regarding the Mac DeMarco song, it was like one of those things that almost starts kind of as a temp thing, and then you just can't see it any other way. It just fit it so well.
Oh,
I can't hear it any other way.
Yeah, it was a good choice. Thanks, Mac.
Thank you, Mac DeMarco. I love you so
I'm a
much.
huge fan.
Huge
fan.
Big fan over here.
Oh man, he's never gonna have those.
I love that Chombi price tag is like covering what would have been Chombi's price tag, if you know what I mean.
I like that I have Chombi, that I'm the one that got to keep him.
Oh,
That was the
it's
prop that I
Chombi.
wanted. Chombi's great. The kids were using him the other day to lounge on, to watch something they were lounging on.
Wow,
it.
he's really held up,
he's
huh?
he's in a loving home.
I feel like
he's in a very loving home.
Adam, I feel like you chose when Frankie was going over options with you.
Yeah.
I feel like you chose Chumby because the eyes were too close together.
Yeah, we had to pick something that was a little off. We went through a bunch of them. Nothing
love it.
felt right. Yeah, his eyes are very close
His face
together.
is a little small. His face is a little small.
Let's
for
just
his
talk
size.
about
His head's
let's talk
small.
about New England clam chowder night at the Shulk House. Ugh.
I love how you chose to carry Chunky too, Emily. Give him a baby back ride.
He's very comforting. I want a
Yeah.
Chombi, to be honest.
Oh, he's gonna be on the Arrow one sheet drawn like this beautifully.
Oh,
So
Chomby.
This is a moment that breaks me, Adam.
When you name him, this is one of
Yeah.
my favorite parts of the movie when you name him. When you say his name.
Chombi.
man, this is her best day ever. You know, it's like we're
And
signing-
look how many
Kyle.
feelings Kyle's having.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle.
Yes.
Yes, I love this.
What?
Maybe I don't need to be such a dick all the time.
right.
Chombi.
Chomby.
So proud of the name. So good.
Kyle, you did such a great job of building up such a thick exterior from the get-go that slowly cracked in this movie. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's authentic.
I agree with that. That is. Well, and also too on your end, Emily, like there's just such a butterfly coming out of the chrysalis there.
Yeah, 100%. You watch her really like the way you
It's like
funny.
opposites.
Exactly.
found her.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
the way you found her is so amazing.
Patty like builds up a skeleton and Simon like cracks the shell.
Mm-hmm.
Little baby bird coming out of the egg.
This is one of my
Okay.
favorite moments. Hold on.
Chill.
I'm not
Just
wearing
this
pants.
girl.
She's shy.
Yeah. I'm not wearing pants or underwear. Kev, you sinking the pink?
What? Underwear? Kev, you sinking the pig?
Look, Simon.
Your confusion. You're just like,
Griffin really embodied this age so well.
yeah, pretty funny.
What's the pink?
Oh, shit.
Dude, Pat, like this scene's great. They're both amazing in this, but I gotta say, I've never seen an actor do so much with so little.
I can barely watch it. This was the scene out of everything in the entire film. This was the thing that broke me. This was actually Pat's reaction.
set,
Yeah,
Adam.
on set.
Yeah.
It was this shot right here. Oh God. And her throwing that thing there. Oh my God.
Guess we'll see if anyone calls.
No, I was behind Pat. I was just hearing him say it and it was killing me.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
the two of them are so kick ass in the scene. So spot on. It's so funny.
I also love Adam, if I'm not wrong, in the script it was written as they're watching a cooking show about a guy making toffee.
Yes. Yes. Look, kids, he's making
in
coffee.
the script.
That's his turf now.
I like how she reacts to Patty's, just the sound of her voice alone. It's like instantly she's into Simon. As soon as Patty speaks, it's just all over.
Mom, Simon's gonna.
Love that.
He takes a lot out of her.
Yeah.
We don't like.
We talked about that.
Because of the strobe lights.
There's not gonna be any fucking strobe lights, Connie. You think
Thinking of a rave.
What's that?
It's a rave.
You know that Norm's been to the raves. He's been to them.
Norm still has his pacifier necklace somewhere.
John did a pass where he had kind of a rave sound that came up when Norm was thinking about it. We'd extended it a beat, but
Vietnam flashbacks or
Yeah.
something.
That would be a great meme to make. A little like
Yeah.
gif.
Yeah. Oh shit. This is where he hears that music again.
I don't know
Cats with ice cream on the mirror and her dogs.
I think
What is
they're
that?
Frenchies, just like
I think
ice
they're
cream
Frenchies,
bowls
like-
and party hats.
Birthday hat.
Birthday hats.
It's the bathroom
Oh,
that she
God.
shares with Kevin. Her room has all the flair. God.
Oh my god.
Is this provocative? I still want to know. Is this provocative?
I say it is.
I think
I say
that's
it's provocative.
I mean,
That shirt, the
sweatpants.
shirt is provocative, definitely.
You dressed
This
up.
cat
dressed up,
thing,
yeah.
this
Put on
cat,
the
this
tight-
cat number, this cat number.
It's in a pretty incredible shirt.
Cat with the big eyes.
Jesus.
Unreal. Like that's what you put on to try to.
It's enticing, draw your attention to my
She's
torso.
processing. She's processing rain check there.
Yeah, it stung a little, but
What do you got in that maraca?
Was maraca in the script, Adam?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
He called it a maraca in the
Mhm.
script. Okay, good.
Well, because it shakes, rattles, and rolls.
Yeah.
Thing.
I was just impressed by that pull on your part.
Yeah.
So many pills.
Poor
Your
Simon.
Tic
It's funny watching this with an audience when he takes those pills. Everyone thinks there's like a wacky drug sequence coming.
And
Right.
he just passes out.
Like,
Yeah.
when you're in a
like
screening, you hear
coma.
people be like, "Oh, like this movie's gonna do this now," and that's not what. the movie
Imagine
does.
seeing like what Patty sees, all her hallucinations.
What if we cut it here? He never woke up. He just never woke up. This was it.
There's
He
this
just
part
died.
of me that believes that Patty just stood there and watched him until the
Yeah.
morning.
perched above him. This one always gets a laugh. The blasties every
Yeah,
day.
you every day.
You blast those every day?
Oh my god. Poor medicated Patty.
Can you drive me to China Hut?
Severely over medicated.
Yeah.
She's got to go to her. She's got to go to that job interview at China Hut.
Kyle, the way you get out of bed here, roll backwards. Out of bed.
I mean,
I don't know where
Roll
that
way out.
decision came from, but it feels right.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it.
Why do you keep looking at that house?
I love that truck. That truck was awesome.
Yeah, I want that
Thanks.
truck.
Fuck John.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, that-
love a
It kept
bed.
breaking down on us, but it's a gorgeous
Yeah, I'm
truck.
really excited to
Yeah.
put dishes in the back of some shithole buffet.
oh god, we went over and over the trucks, didn't we? Forever, Dave.
It's so bouncy. The seats are like a trampoline.
Wait, what am I
There
supposed
she
to say if
blows.
someone answers the door?
I like deeply.
Yeah, but I don't have
I really relate to this scene because anytime a friend pulls me into a prank, I have like a heart attack. I'm like, what if they ask me this? What if they find out that I'm not actually like I just can't do pranks. Just so keep that in mind for the future, folks.
I absolutely love
Don't call.
really elaborate pranks. I love them.
I choke.
Choke artists.
Do you?
Look at you. You're so nervous about that. I can tell.
Authentic.
You're pulling off
I
of that,
relate.
aren't you?
Yes.
Like, what if they answer? What if I have to ask about the dog? Should I say Chompy? What should I do?
Your hair's got so
You know,
long, Emily.
I
None
just
of them-
cut off 3 inches. Isn't that wild?
Oh.
I just cut all mine off too. Mine was like almost as long as yours. It's
That's wild.
My shit's long as fuck.
Yeah, your hair is super long.
Yeah, your hair is really long, Adam.
Go for
For all the viewers at home, they have long hair.
7D, yeah.
You
What?
can't see it though. Too bad.
Yeah, just
Um,
imagine it's luxurious and beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Ross. Your hair is also luxurious and beautiful.
This location was the aneurysm inducing location that like manifested about 12 hours before we shot it. So yeah, this one was, I was so stressed about it. It's actually probably my favorite location, honestly. Like I love it. I love it. It's one of those things that things just work out usually, you know, they just do. But once they get to the bed, I just loved how it felt. That little.
You sing, huh?
The sound design you put in when Patty hits the drum
God.
kit, like when she runs
Yeah.
into it,
Yeah,
is so,
she just bangs that hi-hat.
it's so good.
One of the things that makes me laugh the most in the whole thing is the way she says ribs. Like she hit her ribs.
Yeah.
Come here for a second. That hi-hat's just waiting for you. Here it comes. Here she comes.
You see how much pain Simon feels for her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
He wants to tell her this big thing. She's
on my ribs.
And
in my ribs. In my ribs.
This was
He
all
doesn't want his family to know he's
Blows
in his house.
smoke
And
right
just,
in her face.
He's just
Yeah,
smoking
that double
cigarettes.
blink.
Just blows it right in her face.
This is also a perfect location for, I mean, the you just see the wealth, like the little Easter egg. We know what's coming,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who John Q is.
Don't you think that maybe
covered in the punk garbage.
Right.
Yeah. It's just that. Yeah. It's that Midwest kid who's just like pushing back against everything.
It's so great.
Close your eyes.
There's so many good lines in here. Like it smells like the headphones on the hearing on the
Yeah,
on the-
Hearing van.
Yeah.
and then the big deal. That's the same one I wore for Toboggan Club.
Oh, that's
He's a
the
real
smell of
cop.
every show.
That's such an
Yeah.
underappreciated line. That makes you laugh so hard.
I like it. It's the smell of every show they've ever played trapped in this fucker.
Yeah.
Big deal. It's just like the one I had for
Yeah.
Love that she has almost no friends, but she is in toboggan. Club.
Yeah. What
She's
did
in
that
toboggan.
really consist of? Like did they
Yeah.
travel for it?
I think
Like
it was something she and her friends like made up like once. Like they were like, "Oh my god, let's start a toboggan,
Toboggan
club." And they
club.
went out sledding once, and Patty like
God.
hit a tree, and she never went back out.
But she's also never let Toboggan Club die. She's never let it go.
Big deal.
It's been like 15 years and she's never let it go.
Oh, boom. Oh. Man.
Oh my god.
It's fucking awkward. Huh?
That's
I
fucking
love this scene.
The-
I like this whole
The journey
sequence,
her
man.
lip has had this entire time.
beating off to a torso on a cartoon bedspread for 2 years, I guess.
This whole sequence is really.
You have any idea how worked up those Polaroids?
We're all quiet. We're all just watching it because
I know.
it's like, yeah.
Did you write all those?
This is my favorite line delivery of yours, pal. I'm gonna frame it.
Fucking A. How?
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 Oh, love poems, but they're really these brilliant.
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
The how?
I mean,
Yeah, you're so specific, Kyle. It's so gorgeous.
It doesn't feel mean, and yet it
No.
is still legitimately a question to ask.
Right. Yeah.
will you say something?
Well, because it's the thing. It's like he's not judging her. He's like, these are legitimately amazing. How do you write like that? You know what I mean? And I think even just that one, something as simple as that is like, it really kind of defines the relationship where it's like there isn't a judgment of Patty. You know?
Yeah.
Violate me.
Violate.
She wants that mask to stay on so she can make out with her movie boyfriend.
I also love, and I'm sorry, this is weird. I like that you can see like your purple underwear
Oh.
through your red tights. Like it's
I love it. I love it.
so
It's
funny.
it's the classic like Patty went to a vintage shop. She got a skirt that was just too small, but she's still wearing it.
Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly.
This red coming up though. I love this hair.
Sumptuous red.
Yeah.
You would never know we were laying on the floor.
And Adam, you had me laugh like hysterically for like 5 minutes. you were just laugh for a long time. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that, but
Punch it.
You got to break this down, Adam and friends.
Yeah, I mean, this was an additive element by design here. Like we'll show him start with the drums and punch into the bass and then off to guitar. But really wanted to show something short and sweet, how they could write something together really quick, have it come together really quick and keep that energy. Now that they've deepened their relationship, they've got some skin in the game.
Yeah.
It just felt really good.
And I also love how you nicely wrap it up with her being like,
20 minutes.
I can't believe all that for 20 minutes.
I mean, Fate's had them lined up for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been a big home recorder my whole life, basically, and I don't spend a lot of time on stuff. I do them really, like they're doing here. So I think it was something that I really wanted to show, like just what that looks like, even if it's brief like this. But obviously the centerpiece moment's more about Patty right here.
But it's cool. This is like kind of like there's like a moment of normalcy. You know what I mean? Like there's like a relationship, like you wouldn't question this, on the streets or whatever. Whereas like everybody else always kind of puts them in a box. Like that moment right there is so normal.
I couldn't envision this any way other than it is right here. Like for me, it had to be this whole song. She does it. In fact, in the script, it says she belts it out, and then I think it reverses to him after that. I broke it up with a couple shots just based on where her eye contact was with him. Yeah, Emily, go ahead and talk about. So Emily had written all of these lyrics in character as Patty. She came to Detroit with her already.
Yeah, I'd done like some stream of consciousness poetry, and then you and I sat down, Adam and I sat down and kind of picked our favorite lines, and we kind of did it like they do it in the movie. We just sat in a room and it took like a couple hours and wrote this thing together. And I'd never written a song before, and it was a really beautiful experience for me.
Yeah, we did it the first day with just with a guitar. We didn't spend a lot of time on it, and we kind of we framed it up. We picked the lines, we framed everything up, and then I took the recording home. I gave you the recording. I took the recording home and I played it for Ross and Dave and John back at the house, and we all sat there. It was like late at night, and everybody listened to it, and yeah, it was. I think everybody was on board at that point with it as it was, but obviously it was going to go back in. The next day we went back in and I laid down the drums and the other stuff, and then we did it for real. This is your second take too. This is the
Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
beautiful.
Yeah, that pause right here is like something that can only exist in a movie. It's crazy.
That was tits.
You try to find your words for a good 20 seconds.
And he comes out with "that's tits."
Yeah.
No, it's
You imbued
cool.
it with the right subtext. Kyle.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because the day when the songwriting happened and stuff, and I was listening to the Patty poetry, like how you were talking about how you put that outfit on, you're like, oh, this is Patty. When I started hearing you read that poetry, I was like, oh, show that's Patty. Like that was my first introduction of like, oh damn, that's Patty.
Also, too, by recording that song,
So thought out, and awesome, and like it was so
Thanks,
good.
Kai.
we did the song early in the rehearsal process, and I think that was probably the most valuable thing that we had. Probably the most valuable asset we had was that we knew exactly where the movie was going to. Like we knew emotionally what that was going to be when we got to this part. Like ahead of time, we weren't trying to record it in production, like where things can get messy. Like we recorded it on the second day, so we had like, nobody was in panic mode yet or anything, or in
We learned about dope and dare.
Doper sure needles and get
open dare.
Dave and I, PSH Collective over here, very proud to have slotted a few of our favorites in here. The
Mhm.
great Jen Prediger
Yeah.
flying out from LA to play Renee.
So great.
An agenda, Mom. There's always an
And
agenda.
when Danny, our boy Danny, Ryan Malgarini,
Yeah.
showing up in a moment.
Danny's so natural when he comes in. I just like how he comes in and just he immediately says hi to Patty. You can tell that nobody else has.
Right.
Don't pay attention to
Hey.
it.
And was the star of the first real movie Dave and I ever produced, The Young Kieślowski.
Yeah, that's where we first met.
Here he comes.
I read for that
Ryan
movie.
Ryan played the role that you auditioned for, Kyle.
Oh,
I know.
I love that.
You were too old and you just had a kid. You
Yeah,
couldn't
it
play
was
a
nice.
19-year-old.
That's how I got sent the Dinner in America script, was for reading for that movie.
Ryan was super right for it. Just his face and everything. Like
It just goes to show, get the right roles at the right time, the right reason.
Writing a song in the basement.
this dysfunctional dinner in America here.
God, everybody just breaking down is so ridiculous.
I also love like the
I
patriarch.
can't do this
Yes,
anymore.
I can't do this anymore. Like, do something
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
so
Because you got beat up.
It's not that stressful, Dad.
My easy dose.
I think she's just a
My
strong
easy.
Okay, you know what? Leave her out of this.
Look, you seem like a nice enough
This is the
girl.
fucking meat
Jen's shirt
grinder.
is kind of amazing also.
Even when you with drugs somehow,
I think we told her to bring up, that's her shirt. I think she brought a bunch of options and that was a winner.
and a total pirate.
Hey, you know the consequences if
She
Animal,
was fun.
soft animal print.
you grilled me for a half hour.
but it is. It's like you see why Simon just wants nothing to do with this. You're just like, this is just
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
You know what? Knock it off. Knock it off.
Not
I like the shit. It is. It's just a shift that happens between Patty and Simon. You're right, Emily. In that moment in the car, you see like the shift, and like from there on, they're like together. I mean, they really have each other's backs. Like where it's you standing up from here.
Yeah.
Let's go, big
Like-
shot. Get out.
You got to break a lot of stuff in this movie, Kyle.
It was so fun.
I have to say, if you can pause that and see Kyle's reflection in the glass, he looks like Bono. It's really weird. The safety glasses that
What?
they made you wear.
Oh,
It makes you look
yeah,
like
yeah,
Bono.
yeah.
It's really crazy.
That's
Just
so
pause
funny.
it right there.
This scene, Emily, you absolutely
Think of my family.
You.
destroy.
You.
I like your brother.
We tried slamming on the brakes several times with this thing. It did not work very well, did it, Kyle?
You got one slide.
this
this
is
Yeah,
the
one
the
slide
take you got. The take you got.
We're just in a residential neighborhood, though, just shooting this in the middle of the
ripping
day.
around. Yeah, like ripping around in this truck, trying to.
Ever.
Yeah, that truck was built like a tank, okay?
You are not a retard.
Yeah, this made me and JP cried here
You are a total
when we were watching this.
rocker.
I am.
Yes.
It's a great little music cue from Swihart.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Well, and now you notice too, he used this same theme. Like there's a couple spots. There's this spot, the first time with Chambi, although it's a bit more ethereal and strings.
That shit
It's
is tape.
those 4 chords right there, and then at the very end when she gives him the cigarette in the cop car, it's the same. So those 3 are linked right there at kind of the more emotional parts of the film.
Oh, I want a cassette of our song.
Mm-hmm.
I know, too.
I want it to sound this good right here. I love this.
Yeah.
Just smashed. These speakers are garbage. It's
So
good.
good.
Remember when I
Was this the day where we drove around and we all had to pee? So we stopped and asked that guy if we could just pee in his house.
Yes,
And he let us all-
yes. It's coming up actually on the curve, like where we are right here. When you start to turn, it was like on that, like right here as you're coming around.
That's good old Midwestern hospitality for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude was like, just come on in.
I
Yeah,
think he was
in
a
a movie?
cop, wasn't he? He was a cop.
I think he was. Yeah.
What a fucking dump.
Oh,
There you go, David Yao.
40 people.
Yeah.
this is another late nighter.
Rock, you dumb fuck.
we were
Is it-
the sun was chasing
This
us
is,
on
the,
this
this is the
night.
day this is our dog rescue day.
Oh my
God,
God,
yeah.
yes. Kyle rescued a dog named Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Oh,
Shove it up your fat
And me and Skaggs, I picked her up at 6 a.m. knowing we had this night shoot. I snagged her, and me and Emily worked all day to find her a home or find her a
You should
place
have
to
been
go.
sleeping.
Yeah.
You guys got to Kyle got to set at least, and he was like sleeping in the trailer. I was like, oh man, we got a big night. What's going on, man? Like, gonna make it? Like, I was out rescuing a pit bull.
Coming up at 6 a.m. with his dog.
We were out doing some Patty and Simon shit, okay?
You were.
I like that there's a curfew. They got to be out by 10. They got to be out of this shithole by 10.
Yeah, we're playing in an auto body, but we got to be out by 10.
Booked it 2 weeks ago.
They just released the junkyard.
It's a great
dogs.
location, though. Shout out to
7D.
Dave, what was the name of the
7D
location?
towing.
7Ds?
Yep.
Yeah. Use them for all your impound needs in the Detroit metro area.
Kyle, your physicality in that scene is so good. The way you rip your shirt off and then you're right in his face. So good.
It's just fun, man. It was fun to just have permission to just be that
Yeah.
guy for that long. You know?
Yeah, I think we both had the opportunity to be like a different side of ourselves that like, oh,
Right.
rewarding.
Yeah, it was. It felt good. It was fun.
That little sound that David makes is great. Like he saw the $5,000 and just. All right.
So, music. This is fun too, man. All this is so fun.
So it was a challenge to make sure we had enough people for the scene, because even if you want to just, hire background actors through a service, you can't always guarantee they're going to show up looking right.
Right.
Because this needed to be an actual punk show. So we actually wound up working with a kind of a Detroit area online Facebook group of punk fans. And a lot of people rallied to the cause of coming out to
It was
be in the
great.
crowd.
It was perfect. It was just the right size. That's like the ideal size right there. We got it. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
this is the thing I was worried about the most. I was okay with like the rest of the film being dead because it was a dead space that we were shooting in a lot of the stuff, like just the landscape itself. But this had to be like full of life. This had to have like the right energy to it. And here we are.
Yeah, no, it was good. And they all came to play too. They were all in it. It was really cool.
So this is that shot from where we started in the alley with these two, and we end up here, like kind of that same frame size, mirroring that. Obviously handheld here, but
Yeah, and it helps that JP shoot punk shows and hardcore shows all the time and capture that vibe.
party's over, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
That one guy was actually a UFC fighter.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy that grabbed Simon on his right side, this guy over here.
Him. He's
This
on
is
that
one of my favorite parts. Look how real this is. How much they're just brutalizing you into the car. Kyle.
Oh, I mean, you dented that
I
car.
destroyed that car.
You dented
Yeah,
it,
we
dude.
did. We paid for it later.
I was gonna say you must have, because I dented the living shit out of that car.
I'm just glad we got the performance.
That middle finger walk away.
I'm gonna crack your pelvis like a soft shell crab.
I listened to so much Jesus Lizard when we were shooting this movie.
Good
Look
for
at
you.
this scene. Look at this scene.
I love this scene.
I remember the lights up on top of the car were dying as we shot it because they'd been left on a while and they were draining the battery. And, like, they just kept dying. Like, so you'll see here, there's not quite as much. Still a touch, but not the head as much as before.
I
How
love
handsome you are here, Kyle. Look at this iconic look.
Probably one of my favorite little parts to cut. This was like really good.
This is such a cool scene, yeah.
You were looking at me, right?
No one's ever looked better going to jail.
God damn it. All those cigarettes. I think this is your last one too.
So many cigarettes, dude.
It's your last one.
To be clear, for the listeners at home, they were herbal cigarettes.
Herbal cigarettes.
Which is
herbal
probably
cigarettes.
worse than tobacco.
Which actually hurt worse than real cigarettes.
Beauty is pain. Another grease on the glasses makeout
Grease on
session.
the old- yeah.
You guys get some necking in before you get yelled at. That's good.
Yeah.
He just rolls the window up on his mouth.
Stay punk.
What a smile. Look at these two.
Oh, picking up those habits. What the fuck?
And Patty's just like, hell yeah.
This is
Hey.
Were you just totally
She's so cool now.
She's super cool.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, he's my music boyfriend.
My real boyfriend.
You want to be in it?
Patty.
The nose wipe. It's great.
Oh, we get a little flash forward here. Now she's Jane Q, officially Jane Q, to his John Q.
Adam, in the business, we call this a postscript.
Little postscript.
Ah, an SAT word.
That's accurate too. That's all accurate. Go ahead and
If
pause.
people have
that.
not learned
So,
something from
I
the
had
watch of Dinner in America.
No idea what was happening.
Oh, Craig
Like,
Gilmore,
none.
look at this.
Until I saw that the movie, it went the premiere. I was like,
You
good.
didn't know, guys.
Yeah.
What Greg was doing down there?
No,
You
I
were
had no idea. what he
focused
was
on writing me a
doing.
love letter.
I love
Right.
these push-ups. The push-ups
Oh,
are incredible.
good. I mean, I want to be able to do that.
You can see those in Jonas as well. He did the exact same push-ups.
Down to my last one, so the time was tits.
He's in every scene, just lurking. Sends this guy away.
If everyone wants to have their minds actually blown, this is a children's detention facility.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh
It
yeah,
looks
the
like an
girl
adult
in the
prison, doesn't it?
cafeteria was crazy.
Yeah.
This is up in Macomb.
Yep.
Music.
I think it's the only thing we shot in Macomb County.
It was. Yeah. We
This
were all over
punchy
the
stuff
fucking place. We were like all over.
Superhero.
Patty's wearing a
Tri-counties.
jacket.
God, I wish that we could have kept that outfit another something else.
Yeah,
I
it was a
love that
good
outfit.
outfit.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You know, this is like old school dick pics right here.
Right.
The best.
Snail mail dick pic.
Snail mail.
I love the gold foil.
Yeah.
Whoever's
For our-
choice that was.
For our gold star inmate here.
It's just too bad you have to go to prison to get a decent dinner.
I love that it just ripped.
I've
We all had a
definitely-
bite of it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
I've definitely incorporated tits into my vocabulary now. Thanks to you, Adam.
It's yeah. I've said it. I've thrown it in there a few times too.
I bet the audience didn't think these two were coming back.
No.
Maybe she's one of those.
But the punch you throw, Emily, is so like the wind up and the way you do it is so good.
I remember they were scared I had actually punched her because it
Yeah.
looked so good and sounded so good.
One time
And
your
then-
ring hit on the metal one
Yeah.
time or something.
Yeah.
And that's what threw us off and it scared us.
I think there was an Alex Nardelli cameo in the background.
There definitely was an
Yeah.
Nardelli. Also,
Yeah.
Alex's parents are in the arcade, by the way.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's right. I love that you get my jacket.
What beautiful
My
light.
favorite thing, Adam, is that you decided there was a bus stop in the middle of an empty field.
I had to have it. I had to have
I
that
love the way
space.
that mask on too, and this whole thing. Is
The lighting. This was the perfect lighting for the shot. Golden hour.
JP and I always say it reminds us of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when she's.
It does.
talking about
It does.
Totally does.
It does.
Wow.
Oh, here's our one
This
and
was,
only.
this was just done by a really tall guy standing up really tall.
An
Yeah.
angel
It was
took the
one of the
camera
producers,
person.
Carl Herman. We gave it to Carl Herman, one of the producers. He took it.
He's like
This is
6'7".
Yep. It's the only time we ever did something like this in the movie. We had one other shot with the boys.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
Woo!
Good job,
We made
Adam.
it.
You made a
We
movie.
made it through.
Yeah.
Evan and Nikki. Look at those guys.
Yeah, Ross and Dave.
I like it. Good work, everybody.
Yeah.
Did this over Zoom for the audience at home as a time capsule.
Oh yeah, we got one other as we go through our producers here. Just want to make a special note to Danny Liner, one of the producers that passed away right after we shot the film. So
Yeah.
definitely dedicated to Danny in his memory. Yes, sir.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Danny was a friend of Dave and mine. We made a movie together, and when we all met Adam and read his script, Danny loved it, and we were all putting this thing together. And he has some lasting impact on the film in a couple of notes as well.
Absolutely. Just wanted to mention that though. I wish he could have seen the completed film. I mean, I think he would have really loved it.
Yeah.
Francesca.
I wish we could all slow
real
down.
all-star art team. Very
Yep.
few people had
Got
to do
Michael,
a lot. Good job, everybody.
Angie. Love you. There's Annie and Hannah. Oh, Mark Antoine. Look at this.
Mark
It's just a real murderer's
Castra-
row of people I
Castra,
like.
my lifesaver. Danny McCoy. God damn it. Oh, everything sounded so
We
great.
gotta get the band
I love
back
the
together.
audience just hearing us. The people watching just hear us talking about names. It's really great.
Yeah.
Dana Pohanke, who is our Detroit local casting director, is now a state senator.
See?
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, everybody showed up. Detroit was amazing. Everybody,
Yeah.
played in the movie. Everybody on the crew. I mean, everybody was so great.
Super special group of people.
There's that editor guy.
Oh, there's that editing credit.
That's a crack team there.
One hell of a sound mix, Adam. You and Colin really worked it.
Yeah, I love it in 5.1. It's a blast. Really wish we would have got the Dolby grant, but always
Oh,
next
well.
time.
For the audience at home, it's your job to figure out where there were visual effects in the movie, because there's people credited for doing them.
What?
Oh yeah. Kyle doesn't know.
I think I know what it is. Can I say it?
Go.
The
Guess.
flies on the cat.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Right.
Yes.
I
I want to
did know that.
become a
And the
fly
smoke.
wrangler.
The smoke on the burning tool shed.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was like it was so windy that day that we couldn't do it. It was so windy that the smoke would have went really the wrong way, all of it. So we had to add that in.
Wow.
I don't think we could even
Yeah.
shoot it. I don't think Ely would even let us shoot it that day.
It wasn't gonna look right.
No.
It wouldn't sell it.
No, we did
for
a little
Beefy
bit.
Track Kid.
There's a little bit in there. There's actually a little bit in there. We did do it. It's integrated in with the effect shot, but it wasn't much. It's actually more
think
dust.
I-
When you guys were kicking up the dust when you were standing above the boys, there was a lot more.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, we'll
go work, everybody.
reach the end.
Love you guys.
We love you all. Thanks for listening.